students. Recently I already informed you about the KPSC notification. So many of you are already aware about the number of posts, everything, but still many students are having some doubts and regarding the subject, which subject should be given more importance, everything I will be covering. So I don't want to waste your time. First I will clear the doubts of majority of the students. So you can decide whether you have to prepare for this examination or whether to watch this video. You can decide by yourself. So first doubt majority students has is whether other state students can apply. The answer is yes, you can apply. And one more advantage with KPSC is, unlike other states where you have around 5 to 10% only open for other state, in Karnataka KPSC it's not like that. Whatever the general category post that we have, that is open, that is given equal opportunity to everyone, not reservation post. Whatever the open category post that we have, that is open to everyone. So that is a very good advantage. Not all states have this option, so they give generally 5%, 10% like this. But in KPSC, many students from Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, many students will be writing KPSC examination. And these are not post something which we can neglect. The AE basic pay is 43,000. Just to compare with the AEE of Telangana, it is 37,100 for AEE in Telangana, because pay revision is due for this. And for KPSC, 43,100 is not from recent pay revision. The pay revision will be in 2021 itself for Karnataka. So from 2021 again the basic pay, obviously depending on the fitment, again the basic pay will revise. So currently with 43,100 basic pay, around 65,000 salary you may get. Around 65,000 rupees salary. So in Telangana state or AP state, in the entry level, you get something around 49 to 50. So here you will get more than 60,000. So that much difference is there between the two states. Okay, so you can see this is a golden opportunity. So the AE salary of Karnataka is more than AEE salary of Telangana and AP. However, electricity department will have you will get around 90,000, 1 lakh also in electricity department. Even in Karnataka electricity also you get more. But overall in India, to my knowledge, Telangana electricity board will pay the highest currently. More than IES salary you will get in Telangana electricity board. Anyway, that's not related to topic. So what I want to convey finally is this is a very good opportunity. So first thing I already told you, other students can apply. But there is one problem here. In every state, not only Karnataka, in every state, once you get a government job, you should pass the regional language examination. This is compulsory. Almost whether you write in Gujarat, whether you write in Telangana, Rajasthan, AP, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, everywhere this is common. This is common everywhere, because people who are working in that state should be, because this is civil engineering, government jobs will be related with the public dealing, so local language is mandatory obviously. So before making permanent, everywhere regional language is mandatory, learning regional language is mandatory. But in KPSC, this paper will be there before conducting the actual paper. For every KPSC recruitment, there will be a special Kannada examination before the actual exam. This happens for every KPSC recruitment. So there will be a notification coming for Kannada exam specially before this. So after conducting that exam, whoever clear the Kannada exam will be only eligible for writing actual paper. Students who are having Kannada language in their 10th grade, they need not write. So there is some minimum percentage you have to get in Kannada examination. So in 10th standard, so if you are not getting that marks, again you I think you are not eligible to write. So that is also mentioned in the notification. So one thing is you have to learn the Kannada language before writing the examination. So many students may be thinking why to learn Kannada language, but my personal suggestion is, if your state currently has a notification, better don't good notification, not like 5 posts, 10 posts. If you have a good serious notification which you are preparing, don't think about Karnataka. For example, students, if you are watching from Telangana, currently there are so many news about the notification, so you can focus more on Telangana. Regarding Andhra Pradesh, there is no clarity or notification, but the standard of KPSC examination is very less compared to APPSC, so you can easily crack KPSC technical paper. So my suggestion is better learn Kannada, and advantage is Telugu language is very much similar to Kannada. You can learn easily. I already know many of my friends who learned Kannada language and settled in Bangalore happily. So they are getting very good salary, and then work life, everything is very good. So this is my suggestion. Okay. And if you have for example, Tamil Nadu currently there is Polytechnic lecture notification. Again upcoming Tamil Nadu Electricity Board notification is also upcoming. Similarly, Maharashtra has a MPSC notification, Rajasthan has RPSC notification, Uttar Pradesh has UPPSC notification. So like this, West Bengal also recently got AE notification. So if your state has got a notification, you better focus on it, because you can reside within your state. So if you have a doubt, or if you got a notification with less number of posts, then you can focus here. Many students from Maharashtra also will be there in Karnataka. Okay. So now this is a doubt majority students has. Okay. And the second thing, to decide whether to prepare or not, this is not a new notification to my knowledge. The exam was conducted in 2019 with slightly lesser post, but it was cancelled, and currently there was a court case running on this. So there is some dispute happening. So when this examination will be conducted, even I also do not have clarity, but still I will suggest you to prepare seriously. Let's say the case come in favor of students, still whatever the post that is left, that will be given as a new notification. Okay. Or even if you learn Kannada, the main advantage is, unlike other states, Kannada is open to all states. So even if it will be helpful for future KPSC notification if your own state is not getting notification. So learning Kannada is definitely very, very useful, because paper standard is also, compared to other states, it is lesser. After analyzing the recent papers only I am saying this. Okay, I will show you the analysis also regarding the recent papers. Okay. So first let us look into the notification. So in the notification, regarding the so this is civil AE, this is civil JE. So in civil AE you have 600 posts which are for Karnataka region, exclusive Karnataka region, and 60 posts for Hyderabad Karnataka region. So what is this Hyderabad Karnataka means? In every notification in Karnataka there are two regions, Hyderabad Karnataka and remaining Karnataka. So in Hyderabad Karnataka is like Bellary and Gulbarg, Raichur, Bidar. So like this, there are some regions which come under Hyderabad Karnataka, where the posts are exclusively for Hyderabad Karnataka. Even own Karnataka people is not allowed to enter into this post. So these are exclusively for Hyderabad Karnataka. Okay. So the remaining posts are open. So in this open, general category will be filled for other states also, reserved category will be for own Karnataka states. Okay. So total there are 990 posts. Okay. So the basic pay for this is around 43,100, and for JE it is around 33,000 I guess. So 33,000 basic pay means you will get around 45,000 plus, and here you will get definitely 60 plus. Okay. In hand. Application starting date, last date to apply, last date to payment. There is nothing much important here. How to apply what, everything, application fees, pattern. So when you see the examination pattern, there are 100 questions, and each question carry 200 marks for general paper. Similarly for specific paper, means technical paper, 100 question you will have 200 marks, but the time is 1.5 hours for general paper, and For technical paper it is 2 hours. So regarding Karnataka, exclusive Karnataka general studies also should be studied, and the weightage is around 20%, around 20% only. So remaining you are getting national and science, national general studies and science you are getting remaining. Okay, so even current affairs also is more focused towards Karnataka only. Okay, so you have to score other state students, you have to perform exceptionally in this specific paper, and it is definitely possible also because paper standard is very less. I will show you the weightage also. Okay, so regarding the mode of the examination, so it is mentioned that computer based or ORR, so depending on the situation they will conduct the examination whether in offline or online, which is not mentioned in the notification. Okay, yeah, I forgot to tell one thing here. So here something is mentioned about the interview also. So regarding the interview, 1:3 will be called. So for the number of posts, 1:3 will be called for certificate verification. So in that, for interview, 12.5% will be taken. Interview marks will be whatever the examination marks you are getting. So this will be 87.5% weightage, and interview will be for 12.5%. So there is interview also here for AE post. For JE post, interview is not there. So only for AE you have interview 12.5% weightage. For JE, the examination itself will have 100% weightage. Okay. So age limits. That's all. Okay. So nothing much to know about the notification. So one thing is you have to write the Kannada examination, and students may get doubt whether we'll add this marks. Means no, we have to just pass the examination. Kannada language marks will not be added for final selection. Only you have to pass the examination for language. That's all. Okay. So interview weightage is 12.5%, 87.5 marks is for this for AE examination. For JE examination there will be no interview, 100% marks will be for this. Kannada language marks will not be counted for final selection. And there is one more difference compared to other states in Karnataka. Generally every government post will have a background verification during the probation period. So if there is any police case registered on the students, then your post may get cancelled. So that is the reason, to see the behavior etc. There will be a probation period for every government job, even for PSU, central government, everything, for everything there should be a probation, and there will be a background checking going on, police verification, everything will be going on for each and every student. Definitely this will happen. In Karnataka, before the probation itself, this verification will complete. This is a big difference compared to other state. So after police verification only you will get the joining letter. So because of this reason, the posting may get slightly delayed in Karnataka compared to other state. This is also one more difference. Okay. Now we will see the previous paper weightage analysis, so that we will get some preparation strategy. We can crack some strategy from this. Okay. This here weightage. Okay, so to get the preparation strategy, which subject should be given more importance, let us see regarding the technical paper. So first, estimation costing. So you can see, so this is regarding 2017 AE paper. You can see highest marks are coming from estimation and costing. So in state government jobs, generally estimation costing will have good weightage. In SSC JE, it is having highest weightage because building materials is a combination of so many materials. But like concrete technology, timber, glass, wood, everything, so many materials are there. But estimation costing is a simple subject and single subject, but still will have very good weightage. So students should give more importance to estimation and costing. Not only here, in every paper, estimation costing is having a decent weightage in Karnataka paper. So we should give really good importance for estimation costing. Second thing is environmental engineering. So environmental engineering is also having considerable weightage in all the papers. Next, geotechnical engineering. Here, geotechnical engineering is a very big variable in Karnataka examination. My suggestion is, don't give really much importance. See the basic things in geotech. Of course, it is a big subject, but in Karnataka particularly, the weightage cannot be guaranteed in geotechnical engineering. Why? I will show you in next papers. Okay. So we'll keep this aside for, so 1, 2, strength of materials. So strength of materials is also guaranteed weightage subject for AE or JE. In fact, you should spend more time on strength of material subject than any other subject. You should, to get a perfection in estimation and costing, you don't take much time, but for strength of material it will take some time obviously. So you need to spend more time on strength of material. Regarding construction management, apart from the CPM per networks, tendering process, construction machines, and there are some labor laws also which are coming in AE examination. Construction machines you are getting in construction management, and construction procedure. So while constructing any residential building, during the procedure, what are the things you will underscore regarding scaffolding or everything, what are the tools, equipments which we see during the construction, you are getting questions from that topics also. So construction management means along CPM part you should study regarding the tendering process, machines, and some laws, whatever you have, labor laws, etc. for JE examination. Okay. Next, transportation engineering. In transportation engineering, apart from highway, railway, airport is not having any importance in KPSC, but we are getting questions from tunnels and bridges. Did I mention bridges separately? Yeah, bridge engineering is there separately. So here one more thing you have to notice, tunnels plus highway. Okay, so don't worry much about railway and airport engineering. So that is having very less importance in KPSC examination. Next, surveying. Surveying is also one of the very good weightage subject for KPSC. So we should spend more time on. Next, building materials. Building materials is also getting very good weightage. So here you have 6 marks, but still this is subject where you have to give some time. Particularly, I will tell you some materials where you have to focus more: concrete technology, timber, bricks and mortar. Still you have glass, paints, etc. You will get questions from here and there, but these are like very important materials where you should focus more. Okay. RCC. So in RCC also you are having decent weightage only. Okay. So this is also will take important. Structural analysis also, my suggestion is better give some weightage to structural, give some time to structural analysis. So till here we can say these are like very important subjects for us. So focus more in these subjects. If you see the other papers, the weightage may vary, but still the important subjects will be almost the same. Okay, for AE paper. Okay, so you can see fluid mechanics only. For generally state government examination will have very good weightage in fluid mechanics, but for KPSC examination in all the papers fluid mechanics is having very less weightage. So don't spend much time on fluid mechanics. Okay. Next, environmental studies. So you have a separate subject, environmental studies. So where you have this food chains, environmental theme, environmental acts. So like this things you have environmental studies, but when it come to reality, when we see the question paper in 2019, not even a single question came from this. In 2017 paper, you have questions from IS code. So in these 4 questions, 2 questions are only from IS code. So according to which IS code we are following this. So like this, they asked 2 questions from IS code, 1 question from what is the theme of so what is the theme of environmental protection for 2017. So we will have environment themes every year, right? So that theme, 1 question came on theme, and 2 questions came on code, and 1 general question came. Whatever the syllabus that they have mentioned, not even single question came from that topic. So students need not focus much time on this. Even if you want to prepare the actual syllabus given, it will take hardly 1 day to complete that syllabus. What is the energy flow that is happening in biodiversity, and what are the food chains, producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, predators, decomposers. So these are the regarding air pollution. So air pollution is there in environmental engineering and also in environmental studies. So I added the air pollution here only. Whatever the thing that are exclusively for environmental studies, so from that you got 4 marks here. In that 4 marks, whatever mentioned in the syllabus, not even single question came from that syllabus. Okay, so don't focus much on it. Even if you want to learn, so from internet just type the keyword, within 1 day you can complete that subject. Okay, next, steel structures. Here it is having comparatively less weightage, but in other paper it is having slightly more weightage. Bridge engineering. Regarding bridge engineering, you don't leave this bridge engineering completely. Read the basics of bridge engineering because the questions are very easy. So to prepare this subject, sometimes it will take some time. For bridge engineering basics, you hardly take 1 to 2 days to prepare. So you can get marks easily here. Regarding hydrology, you can leave this subject. Okay. So subjects which we have to focus is estimation costing, environmental engineering, strength of material, construction management, transportation, survey, building material, RCC, structural analysis. After that also geotechnical engineering. Okay, so not like serious gate examination where we have highest weightage for geotechnical engineering. Don't take geotechnical engineering that much seriously. Even if it got a good weightage, it will be from very easy questions. Okay, don't spend much time here. Okay, next let us see the 2017 JEE paper. So here in JEE paper you can see highest weightage is from strength of material. Not only here, even in 2019 paper you have highest weightage from strength of materials only. That is the reason I said to spend more time in strength of material. Geomatics is nothing but surveying. So in JEE paper, strength of material, geotechnical, building materials, transportation, construction management, RCC, GT. So GT got 7 marks here, we can see. Environmental engineering, that's all. Okay, so you should focus more on this. These are like important, these are like very important, we can take. Okay, so 2019 examination, so this is actually cancelled examination, but as this is similar to the as this is a similar notification, but this was conducted by Karnataka Exam Board, but current paper will be from KPSC board, which was from 2017. So 2017 was from KPSC, this is from Karnataka Examination Department. So there obviously 2 different boards has conducted the examination. There will be a variation in weightage, but still as the notification is exactly the same with slightly increased post, this weightage also will be giving some information for us. Let us see. So strength of materials, transportation, environmental, construction management, structural analysis, that's all. Only 5 subjects. Surprisingly, geotechnical engineering having 0 marks. 0 marks from geotechnical engineering. RCC, building materials, fluid mechanics is having 1 mark. Even in JEE paper, fluid mechanics is having 4 marks. AE paper, fluid mechanics 4 marks. You can see fluid mechanics is having very less importance in KPSC examination. Surveying 0 marks, irrigation 0, steel structure 0, RCC 0, building materials 1, fluid mechanics, hydraulic. So the weightage is completely different compared to 2017 paper, which is really a big twist. So from environmental studies, absolutely 0 marks, I did not mention. Next, 2019 JEE paper, building materials, strength of material, surveying, RCC, estimation costing, transportation engineering, geotechnical engineering. We will cut here. So 7 subjects. So when we see all the papers, you can see the top 7 to 8 subjects whatever we are getting is almost constant. Okay, so highest importance we have to give for strength of materials, building materials, estimation costing, RCC, surveying, transportation, and also geotechnical engineering. As I said, you don't spend much time, but don't neglect at the same time, because there is a possibility of getting more weightage or less. So as the weightage is flexible, so you should prepare only basic questions from geotechnical engineering. That should be sufficient. Okay, so once you analyze the KPSC papers, by yourself, you will know the standard of the examination. So after analyzing the papers, so when you see 2017 paper, the standard is similar to SSC JE, not even state government, or slightly less than SSC JE, we can say, regarding the standard of the examination. And in KPSC AE examination, calculator is also allowed. In fact, most of the questions don't need calculator, but in 2019 paper, we got questions from Shnitha and structural analysis also. Some questions need calculator. For JE examination, calculator is not allowed. Okay. So finally, we will see what are the important subjects we have to prepare one by one. So first importance we have to give for strength of materials. Okay. Second, estimation and costing. Third subject, surveying. Fourth subject, environmental engineering. Fifth subject, GTA. That is the other subject, sir, RCC. And the sixth one, transportation. So in transportation, as I said you should prepare tunnels also as a extra topic. Okay. Seventh subject, GT. Did we miss anything? Construction management, did we cover? No. You have to place construction management here. Okay. So don't see the syllabus. If you see the syllabus, it looks like very big syllabus. So I have brought that syllabus into a conventional syllabus where you prepare for SSC JE, GATE, IES and state government examination. So I brought the syllabus similar to that. So just to prepare these 8 subjects. So give very important category for this. If you still have time, give your time to the remaining, because here you also has to prepare general studies. So that is the reason I have concised your syllabus to these 8 subjects. Okay. My suggestion is give a serious attempt to this, because opportunity will not come all the time. This is a really very good opportunity. 43,100 rupees basic pay is not a small thing. Already I compared with the previous state. So currently we are giving technical coaching for KPSC, complete KPSC syllabus. Whatever we have, we will be covering everything. I did not mention here regarding bridge engineering also, just to see the basics, because you are getting standard and direct questions from bridge engineering also. Okay. So regarding KPSC coaching, for all the technical subjects we are giving only for 3,000 rupees. Okay. So interested students, you can register. Finally, all the best for your examination. Thank you.